Yo, with the Mofanche, your boy Patrik Selbefi, High Life Radio, and I would choose Sikasem program. No, ye delay Kakraba, Mofanche, send ye AC Kono, and ye Semen Crab by Catchon Yabi, no trim and a fidi na yen fancy Susia, tea, and there your topic no, be 4 money habits you have to break. 4 money habits you have to break. And 4 money habits you have to break. See, no, nene, you become myself. So the mechanical Sikasem program every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Any decision so. Ubet me the wording traba, ubet me the questions. Bibi awo fakam bia no ubet me edi aba. Tino. So the mechanical time the coca crentino. The decision so ano yen train be brave. Face so ubet me a journey conversation. Our link na the ashasi hono. With me a join it conversation, our link on. Send it. You train Hoka Crabimra, Timuntem Mine, in train Hoka Crabimra, na fee, Yefa, and so. Yo, and send me see cano, yen fancy so, send you see conano, and tea and a topic no, send you see kind 4 money habits to break. How to change your spending habits. How to change your spending habits. Your boy Patrik Befi, High Life Radio, and T Sikasem program no any de brown. T send you see kind person journey conversation link no and was here no. Tino. Yo, T Yanshe Senya Beya the rest at it. Say, how do money habits send for me? Money habits. I did back when say, imagine say, ye better say, ka ye wohona ka se vacation be na pese kwa. Nke ma ye ho so ananke ye ko. Na ke sa wusika yetimi di bia to ho ama ye ma. Ye di bia to ho ama ye ma na afi so ye betimi ama anasi betimi give to say the pe bia de bia na ya na nke dwendwen sen ka sa na ye life be ye. Na hwemu the good thing is say ade betimi abem. Bibi betimi abem any dream all the time. Intino see ye to ye niam nyane nyane ne say ye beto to ye niam yi kakra isikasem kakra ne ade. Na hwem every day bia bibi kakra ye bibi kakra ye na ede ko no eno ena de kokosi ho no se be ya ebeto to ye niam yi na say daily habit fa isikasem no betimi draw set ane man na dream bebre no kaminya kamema me back so akepese ko Ghana my back so any ekro no ni se ne kan wuska bebre college fund ma na fi your community mu kra so bi na ho kye no ne ade a ebetimi aboa no in said they can say a bit me away, a bit me a bem, a idea bit me a bem. Because if you are a dream, say Cassani, a bit to Yama and see who's in 2 years. It's a bit me to say they can to steal sick as some cacra, bit me, dear baby. You know, say, your money classroom. Your money classroom cry any day. Your money classroom. See a sha. Send a quibus near your fast to see you soon sika cry. A quibus near fast what you soon sika. Saying any timid sika. In them say, you cannot grow past or you cannot go past your beliefs. Until never be how would you or quamuno to say, Usika semi quam found a GD and as a send is chill. Usually not and not an air with a bobra or sika bram. So bobra sika same no nowadays. Because send is chill and as a send you see who you know. And no, and I am also or twasoko. And to see a chill you and chill you, and no, I wound him. To whom we be out him, say, be honoma, send a few crown, Nesca send a tear. Now, it be parents, and that's what for, and I say, Oma no show, or Oma no tonight. Send a no yesicasem. Scasemi be a na, almost Tonyama, almost two omunim the omo. Pebia, sending Pebia no be on my top, as we be a plan be and shed any home. And apart from that, cry no, send a net here, ne fee what's not to say, more cascasem. It be a timid discussing it, more corana, be say we had my bema and I be sad, and as a send us casem, not a tear, you know, I can't feel. If you go on my scasemi and can be that. You say, am I sikasem? Who say, Yampese be kaskasem, as is kasem is scary, as Bibia, to say, Hunia cry, to say, Yampese, sikasem dear. Yes, I be cried that I saw see a canvas camwa. Ye mom, because a idea, Sani identity in kaskasem and a capo. In kaskasem fee, tears unions are near the Quacomaya muscle. Now, if he must ask Casem Crown saying the priority will feel now, ye be a home here, and I say, send an ear, tell me go do a few on my wounds here, Cascasimunda. Mamma Papa Crom, Choma, Oman Crown Tiasi, Dibiana, Mumma Catasune Shom, this animal. It is animal now, in your impact, a war, your braboso, see you know. It's in a busa fee, and only so I say, Isikasem, a brabon and near the quacoye. Tisana, if I say, you know, how money, forms. No? And that personality, a personality, go on, ma, see a childhood, no, see, go on, ma, apart from Bibia cran, Sibia, or any young cranny at all, what is only aware and different, which way different. Which on our crowd say no, the Sikasem had the truth to ye. Hey, I don't know your whole personality, will go apart from, you say environment, genes, to say, yeah, we many papa mones and your coso or we see you resemble almost some things. But environment, no, maybe a environment, no, a very powerful than the genes because idea who they be a way I drink clean until never you be around us, the Susana Ekona, therefore me beliefs, for me, your friend is saying, ye be no, and I see a follow so. Also, even though around Sani and crowd is way different. Why different in the friends and the passion, the fears and the dreams, different from being the same household teams also different. Also sometimes also to meet key influence or the panso. It's apart from Sani, what is what any name different. Or any name different, maybe a course one life and be out and say a different. It is any panso, a BBBia. Say, just say the person is wired differently. If I say, me recommend the book we are know your friend saying, know your money, know your what is it? I think it's know yourself, know your money, know yourself, know your money. A book be a bit to me. I'm more Sunday mana a question at the same time. No link here, media to us. You call ma or more quiz on my bit me and some quiz now. Send you so Usika 70 I didn't bit me and answer city. Another thing I high pa and I say influencing say money form no the media and the culture. In the media and the culture. To say advert upon advert. The bia near the hitier, so bia company be so top Yama oye. It's a hit to honey to right. Ultimate commercials na to extent as I don't cry no nibia. That's as a win you be. This animal na influence I say I don't know she no she nesi no. Both and so is shipu usikase because it be crying I don't check in here so so koto. And another one see culture no ye the friends and I be such as a baby buyer and say it be a tobin in was a na edi so be a vacation till was a school as a one vacation pradia as a way weird, said Christmas pajamas, Instagram will be up so look good near day. It said and cool you crana still not so forceful na we yes money or yes money nebi. I mean a nice obey yes money by depend on the situation. Some of this, no, as I equate pressure be where so because we'll be and that is the culture around us, no, and also to me for me because we'll be sorry I'm not car na or financing also sorry I'm not talk when you send your financing here when you send any finances here into the media hit here with those things already na your culture your people around us no call the same direction no all of that sad no yes so so no ye ho so kra na ade no bohoni ekoye ye ho so kra na bohoni ekwakoye sa ne mani na ehyepu the way you see the way I see eye niama and as the way I see sikasem enya de ehye da boy and so still na no boni edi akiri ne eye eti one of the things that I was here is media and culture no that side no hit here papa hit here so one of the things that sika the way money forms around us no. The 5 spending habit to break today and yet tomorrow now. 5 spending habit I see breaking it now. So I see breaking it now and it because can see the 2 because it me breaking every your dreams, your reality. Said they can imagine say you'll be able to see hey Kogana a fire bag and your cross. Sunny money now 6 the year with me. It bet you yes, a bit so be pass so who twist on Yamaka crabby, who change your finances cacrabia, a BB out between your cram and brush. Hey, BB out between your cram and brush. The first spending habit I will say a way. Number 1, spending without a plan. Spending without a plan. You see, you need a plan on purpose, on paper. On purpose, on paper. You need a plan. You need a budget. If you want your budget, you'll be broke. And they say, what it is, scanning now, but it's scanning now. Most of the time, you spend it, in nim, you be cry spend it. If you're in your mind, cry, if you say groceries, may spend 1,000, and so no, but not be out spending 2,000. All because any plan be and I see a change can be to paycheck, every 2 accounts, paycheck, no, about 2 accounts, near use near co. Now, it's yes, I know, a baby 2 ma was a cook, not for Saba. You need plan, you need a plan on purpose, on paper, every time. Was sign it. Sikano Haneko, we Haneko, and not the moon, dear Coso. But I'll spend it without plan, it would be the kind of plan be any. But I'll spend it winning 10 who's car a catchy. Now, will be to see for a raining day, and also be to have an emergency fund. And Tina Natures are finna yes animal. But just spend it anyhow. You need any plan, Eddie said, yes, I was here talk, a grocery better. I was here to a dinker, and I rent your chair. And I say it is but I was say the 2 paper so. Yeah, the 2 paper so who says say neko. These days there are a lot of budgets a friend saying absolutely near you. Hey, too many people, a lot of people live that way. no plan. And one said, scan send buy. You do that all the time, you'll be broke. It doesn't matter how much you make. Last week, you'll make it 350,000. 350,000 will live on paycheck to paycheck. 350,000 will live on paycheck. Yours might not be 350. It could be more, and I say it could be less. But all the plan, to home, but say nyama a change because you are signing every dollar where to go. Wouldn't maybe $1 be a copy, be a fruit pocket in the and maybe a co. Wouldn't be a coye. The ebeketch we your budget in every na the ebeketch no. And also assign no say be we eco savings, we eco one assign and so be you soon a friend saying unnecessary. And I say you buy something that you don't really need because one says a margin or one. And to make sure say on purpose, on paper every month, because there are some regular stuff I be you should say every regular stuff be on man and the day every month be say be a car electricity, but every month is different. Few things be more month be on also 20 the man be more be school or better school supplies and every month is different. And I'm more couples from me and on purpose, on paper all the time. On purpose here because I was all the time. Now when them dear moye when be a scanefa. And the man one year you'll be broke. It doesn't matter. We need budgeter since TBR because a steady crash you say almost people that are millionaire, almost 30 years or so a millionaire, even when they became millionaire, they're still using a budget all the time. All the time when we use budget because you have to know where your money is going. We don't want to be a situation where all the money comes here, all the money go. I don't know where it all went. So yeah, it is arsenal. It didn't be I fire. So we make it capable at the end of the year. We need to be harder because you are not on budget or budget or plan it. We need the ecoso. So budget amount to Tonyama rough. Spending without the plan there. One of the biggest thing I will see to make sure see year away from because any idea so they make us nipa be brave or that situation. Nipa be brave. Yeah, a study shows say almost 80 and in fact 78% people live on paycheck to paycheck. And most of them, almost all those people only plan be it can be too man use just like that. And it is a situation ever. It doesn't matter how much you make. If you don't have a plan, you'll be broke. So they make will be 350. So they will be a woody and enter be a 150, 100, 80. But our planner won't say me to see. Entry number 2, paying for convenience. Say there, she say, no convenient. Hey, say it's so easy. It become McDonald's. Near could drive through. Yes. I need a surprise, no. Fine, yeah. But paying for convenience, see it fee near the Adriania brain. Because in India cost to kakra, come home. Hey, if you was some kwana, I will see it me and making sure say you save with that, So she might in a week, and I say the average American spend almost $67 per week on just delivery. $65 on just delivery. Where you that means it's about 280 was saying in a month. That's about 1,003 in a year just on delivery. Just on delivery. Amazon, you say about every day, especially a man to be an Amazon. Amazon. Those now convenient be because it won't tree about wood tree. So share me other stuff or that will say, 999 no at all. Buhwana add the app, so that's can now say the mechano. Say if you have a shepherd, say every year be 1,003 just on delivery. Now you can save that money. An investor for 30 years now, every month be able to save 1,000. We're talking of millions of dollars. These are some of the things we have to break. Convenience. Yes, it will say sometimes we have to do it, but not all the time. You make sure say we weigh in and see how the situation is. And yes, if it's the way as I say, we have to see one share because now you are paying in for all these things. No, two, spending without tracking. And to say that I make to say we need budget. And I say, oh, sorry, I would spend this size, especially payments. Be on my that do a sometimes never do a crowd here be and so because I won't track who's can you know. No yet to every night be 999. But so tracking on we credit, and so we credit. I mean, you should be not what me maybe I cancel sad near man. You know, especially as subscription be brave. These days, you Netflix, you want the same adjuma. Buy and check it. Into yen checking into once you soon to say the same thing that you used to be because maybe back will be your crowd won't touch a crowd that is only a charge will be brave. These days, they are very simple. Most apps are linked to your credit and your bank account. You see everything that is going on. It's very simple these days. Most apps will go up but a budget apps will go online, will type in a bit more so many different ones will be to me a use will link to your bank account. You know every money that is going out when you say yes, you could be a free or card no so corner or bank account no corner. Wouldn't easier as I'm ultimately tracking what is going on. Because usually the entire my budget right here and say anytime you do a budget now start to say all this tier, you see there are so many things you don't really need. Because most of the things that we spend money on are just wants. And you know, if it's not a need, you know, especially we want to trim some stuff on our finances, and now we are in debt, we're trying to pay off debt inside them. We don't really need the wants. At that time, we are our focus now is the needs, because the needs near the things that surviving anything, you know, like housing, you know, like utilities, you hear those things, you hear transportation, you know, you hear the only needs. Especially if you have a goal, say, oh, try say, oh, maybe I will pay debt, or try say, we be not the wants and the doors. I will say, if you start to say your budget now, I will say, what's that is wants ni free, what's that is money free. Then the 10 spots of in your teaching, you say, be an affair with cancel, not if you cram, when you scale go actually. It's a fee, scacran a fear batch. And it's very important, say, you bet track it, the be a seeker for the way it goes hand, the tracking it goes hand in hand with the budgeting, because what it is who assign every dollar. Will be crowd, they say every penny, you assign every penny what to do. You know, they said in your maths or kind, a budget is you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Yeah, see, I track ya, I buy beto you make this capa, when we can afford food because paycheck to paycheck living, rat race. It's gonna buy an echo, and so just you make kiska, you make kiska, just keep it to me used to be because it was so many things going on. We don't even track it. And I say, hey, it's a mechanic subscription 5, 6, 7, the same Jumana and you track it. You track it near call. Instead of okay, start with the budget, I was afraid about see the tracking. Now you are paying attention. You see, all these things now you're paying attention. If you are paying attention, I won't say you don't need. You don't need in your life. Yeah, because I don't crack on my stress and it do so many things. A life ma this high in naba. You know, yes, tracking is one of the things that here. Yeah. So they can your subscription. Yeah, no crying, be crying. Sir, your friends subscription say Amazon ya di. If you crying out to say do a credit report, credit monitoring, say you are 2, 4, 5. Because banks and say, and once one of them are into we used to banks 2 and 3 ubiamabi. Now we 9 and the same thing. Until you only need one to make it sure so only one now. Then the rest no cancel. But we can only cut those things now, whereby you follow. And I say, you're tracking, you're spending. Yes. And share the next one. And the next one is making impulse purchasing. In name say impulse purchasing is bad for us. You say average American spend on impulse purchasing about $2,100 a year. When is Abeka Senyiska is cap. You know, if you are the impulse purchase, oh, be our call number, be who I did you. Just send is impulse purchasing the a queen pa plan is all quack na koi on number no quack after your friend saying first no mostly like it was about clothing, the food, any those sometimes I'm not for cry impulse your friends saying impulse purchasing on big items like cars. Yes, one more and drink cry. Oh, be our quite or contest. My farm who said, Dilash, I'm quite try quite a cocotra or the Beffy or the car or the Beffy. I want for ye. Yeah. But after the pandemic, and I said during the pandemic, now I shifted a crack the cleaning supplies near the hand sanitizer, nay, moon chronibano, and the toiletries, say, and not say, impose by in a hona quacujina. They say, hona quacujina. Yeah, they say, those are the things that it kills us a lot. Impose a hard. So because what it is before somebody start buying, you have to ask yourself, say, do you really, really need this? Do you need it? So when here, you have to make sure. But when you have very sacrificing, here determination, here discipline, because impulse buying is tough. It be very tough. We make sure say we sad in every life. Yeah, the same time. We need discipline. It's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah, planning. My baby. We are need actually. We take us a window shopping. No, but na kuta bibi. Se me come in. Me nyadi me kwa koto. Me share am planning. Se me kwa koto biya. So I'm here. Buhwana. When I did a bibi ba. And all those are the things that a habit be see making sure say you try see bijai. You share the next one. The next one, spending to feel better. It's almost like the impulse buying. Not really, but you see, even the pandemic crowd, 45% of Americans spend more during the pandemic. Imagine 45% to spend it to just feel better. One study crash shows that 3 out of every 4 people says buying is something impulsively during the pandemic make it positive things or more life. It's called emotional spending. Now, what it is that when you say ebim cry there, ebim cry say, ebim can say, I say yeah, cry. Because what it is when does it stop? Who spend it say will be feeling better. It is anytime be our yeah, we go crying or say maybe I'm stressed out and I'm spending more. Now I'm feeling better. A tough situation or stress out. That means yes, you say stress so far as you sucking air there, and say within a week no stress 2 hours, be sharp 2 and a bra won here. It those spending habits spending to feel better and also another tough thing. Most people who just all shopping can enjoy. But so we one year discipline a hard pass will be to me agile. Then to say they make an emotional spending. It's emotionally noting say to say feel better when you shop here. But when does it stop? When does it stop? At a point in time, when you say it's killing your future, financial future, because you buy and buy. Kill it financial future, and I will be aware. And also, you say in me, I will after that. We so feel guilty about all those things. But still, they will go out there and shop. A hard dream and spending beer. I will say we have to find a way to make sure say if we are in that situation, if you'll be at the beer say to say we and then also spending, which is also cost shopping, and I say to say need also come say if you're on budget now you know what you're doing you don't have so much excess because you've already directed every money you've already directed every money to go do what it has to do. In that situation, money tough, say overspend a break. In TMC, we call a break a bar, a co break bar, now you pick a free hand. Pa adeɛ sika yɛ no hia timi enda Banakae, your baby, your boy, Patrik Befi, High Life Radio, and I would see Sikasem program, and a brown, said the can every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Sikasem program. So, and your topic now, you can money habits, 4 money habits we have to break, 4 money habits to break, and how to change your spending habits. And Drew, the habits now, trying to change, number 5, and is spending to feel better, and then to feel better. So the kind of, the probably one man to say, so they make a way send. They said, "We spend enough feel better we are." That means the next time you're not feeling that better shopping. If you manage to spend in a quad, a cosa, quad, hey, yo. It's quite never fast will be breaky, sir. They say, you make a few decisions over and over again. You set up, long-term success. I will see aware what is going on about spending habits. Not a moment between your boy. I'm yet change. And the processor between your number 1, you gotta be on budget. So they kind of there is no new. Keep on saying the same thing over and over again about budgeting. Or budgeter and money my easy man. Assign every dollar. Will be crowded was a cent. Every cent you have to know where it's going. Every cent where it's going. Now you pay yourself first. There are 2 things, 2 mentality things here. 1 is for rich people. This is what they do. They pay themselves first before they pay everyone else. They pay themselves first before they pay everyone else. Obisna scanning swine say ebia almost would that means say also we hear more income. Poor people, they pay everyone first before they pay themselves. They pay everyone else before they pay themselves. And the funny thing is say, Ubia can we and son will be to this kind of and I I won't find it's okay, and yes, it go now. They did that life so long, 30 years now that's do that life But which you are first. Now I feel bills now and so on. That means that income issue. It's in a good way. If you continue to do that, say you are not staying on budget, you are not paying yourself first, you put your financial security at risk. You're putting your financial security at risk. Because gradually, we say, better I save myself, better I pay myself first. The best way to do it is if you are Juma, employee benefits, one of them a employee sponsored retirement planner. You put in first into your two and some is kind of crab draw. Because can be drew on man, you probably be wrong when your disciplines can be drew on Kwana, Obesen, and as will be used into woman yet 10 or crowns and it's kind of be drew. Saving gradually, when say it's gonna get you there. Yeah, you calculations will be brief. Say even if I make it 30,000 and I say, okay, say year, no, the 15% of 30,000 to her, which is about 4,000 something. The calculator is every week is about 2 something. What the 200 for that longer. It's like every month is, I think it was about 4 something, 300 and something, 375 was the same. For that period of time, by the time I retire, was it you have a chunk of money at your retirement. Never to social security make sure you stay on budget. You stay on budget. Another thing you make sure so we do is say you save. How do you save? You pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. 1 year you crown at least. So employee sponsored one. A match. 1 year you crown the match J. Gradually, it's going to secure your financial future. Sika kesi bi en free baby ma kakra na de beto ho na Now, so when you employ a jumum, employment sponsor in that or IRA, which me aye. Which me aye, then so me acting straight from a jumum. The only thing is you have to fill a few papers and I'll be bizarre. Or failing a year straight, he beat me at straight into by the chairman or paycheck because me at technical already. A cost straight and son about drew on my obession. It will be only discipline power and I'll be bizarre. And yet, because what it is why yes, sir, you be tempted to be issue credit card and I'll be issue BB at their support. Hey, so BB say I unis card the whole man. Now for your mouth much. It's you know ultimately and then you can save emergency fund. Because why you know an emergency fund BBC and also go back to credit card and I'll go back to loans. It's the be able to nice cycle now go back and forth. The Bia we Juma Pa will make his cars who baby is kind of far. Uniska da ho. Because one any budget. Nampokrano, you say yetimi a sevu kakra. Here pass you be making sure say you save you put yourself on budget and also trying to save. Number 2, understanding yourself and your motivations. Understanding yourself and your motivations. This partner maker say, me recommended this book, Know Yourself, Know Your Money. It helps by Rachel Cruz. What I say now motivations when you are between any day when just send will make you financial decisions when you send a city when your weak spot when be a bit you are caught trouble financially. And if you really understand that a mark will be to me at the onyama to 2 years. A mark would onyama to 2 years will be to me a mark onyama to 2 years. Because you really understand weak spots and it baby we are good at. And baby are good at no so now what take advantage of those things. What take advantage of those winning now. Into understanding yourself and your motivations is very important. You know, you may be more motivation could be because we've already beat up already because finances na nkoye ya you so. Yeah, Juma say me can make 80, 100, 150, 200 and so still you know I feel the motivation crane where journey ni nan say we go all back to the drawing board but start to be from afresh. Now the name to 2 years. I know say any simple, but if when you bring decide so person ya bit me. Because so why yes are always nobody says settle back. It will more strength, will more trouble spot, and tendencies to those things in there and you take advantage. Baby, I also take advantage, not take advantage. Now on hit 2 years. Baby, what him say a trouble one, make sure now avoiding on quarter side help. But you have to really understand yourself, you have to really understand you and understand your finances. Because one is the time make an rat race, paycheck to paycheck near Koba, you know, usually when you start saying that, people will say, we see it'll be a Niska. No, had nothing to do with income. Probably more income, you're okay. But money management is not there. And then paycheck to paycheck never. Hey, and I would say your motivation anywhere you are going at. And my own spend the crab be when you might be brave home. Because you know what you're really doing. In the amount crowd won't spend it, you might be brave and spend it. Into a problem back home. I was sitting making sure say you're working on understanding ourselves. We'll see you tear one say, you know, sometimes never be one man tempt on cry because so tempt on any men tempt on because what you want say I won't cry no akwaye and akwa for trouble abroad. So make sure say tear one say you know your weak points, you know your strength, baby your strength no one. You keep on say hit the strength part. The next one a meal plan. First naka especially a tribe and a community naka any issue but say now you done it America for. See a dear Johnny Palmer Cody, every quite my dear Franco. And so she might. A dear back when you're very expensive power is buying from outside because they be out as a wood 12 or outside that. The beer do be drew no. Just say, and yeah, papa. Saving every day crown, I will spend it $10 crown, I will $12 outside. Now you 5 days are $50. Into 200 in a month. I had this calculation. I say if 200 in a month, and I would talk on for every time I will for your working time in for 40 years. We all know baby be drew. I quite remember say na me share a be about a girl be or not in New York. And Tony Birch, the guy that or Troy Automatic Millionaire in that book, no a program, and this girl about program maybe. And he was talking about money and all those things, no, and all just be me save gradually to get there. The girl no training area na I be area then the girl and say the all can in no theory waiting about practical meeting yet. Be outing out watch there for be watch there church why be for almost like an hour and a half. Yes, na boom again just next day be train na want here say. No so no bit me was okay, again it's okay or not in New York. New York expensive. It no be anywhere or yeah until only the beer on this kind just say so pepe bin kan wa hwe nyi. And no be say no say okay. Yen hwa de kakra wa. Uti New York. Baby at the only fan said, "Yen farmer, yen fan on tunche." There are some things I'll be to me, won't change the whole thing. And I say, make a semen cry, won't change, I'm an baby, be a suit you are. I'll be to me as if. No, see, been saying, no, it's okay. No coffee, don't see, yes, no coffee. I say, good. And also, the Adriana Quajuma, I say, Debbie. I say, okay, good. And I say, any idea what happened, and I say coffee was spent a day and every Monday to Friday piano. She said I spend the coffee almost by $7. Because talk coffee now, more name be on the caca, latte factor, and this animal the name in Google. By $7 was spending on pan. Before lunch, I could snack a crack, which is about $4. Snack B. And some lunch I can about $10. Checking essay was spending about $21. No, you crowd $20 in a day. I would just damn I say good. 20 times 5 you're saying it's 100. Times 4 is saying 400. That's okay. So the 400, so the two accounts are for the next, if I say whatever years I'll be age or 27. For the next if I say 40 years and I say 35 years or calculate this will be now. Two person just said this can we two or sana minya. And two person say no coffee. And I no make us no coffee. But what you beat me and say, beat me at a coffee a brewing machine. And a part of coffee call why you milk a quajuma. And it's not going to be this forever because we'll try so make it somewhere. Within a short time, within a year, 2 or 3, was the turn in the area. Some money in a 2 year. You know, we can't make us say 10 years. Quiet was so ye. But these are small things that are killing. And this are lactic factor. And it's more, maybe what a lactic factor, and they buy. Because the lactic factor, no, and the lactic, a coffee be a Starbucks. Into names of more hair, no, the account, no, the name be a Google, so those are, then this are lactic factor, no buy. Yeah, sure, to see a check here, almost like $21 a day, which is $100 a week, $400 a month. You know, 400 with average rate, we invested 400 with average rate of if I say 11% crown in then say 1 point whatever in 30 or 40 years. It's, you know, meal preparing first near idea on pa, but she say any idea. So they be out to aduane or quadruman out to aduane and I say ultimately invest in your 401k. That is not smart. For example, said they make the same thing. This girl wasn't doing a 401k. They were talking about 401k. So we can save gradually to get you there. I said, no way. You see, can I show me Edna be crack 401k? Hey, now Edna be investment. Into the gradual, no crack, and then the back see home. 400, imagine. Meanwhile, to be me at coffee brew machine, bet me at machine. Because to be a better emphasis the crown boy, the better $30. I will bet me at every month be able to me top big one, baby $30 be a wild brew machine or brew coffee. Why would be any free now the quadruma? Once a while be a Friday be who did you do on your bad. It may preparing. Say make a near idea, but say no, any idea. And I will say the year you cry say could did your restaurant, and apart from that crowd could did your restaurant, could did you how could did you in our so chatting. Apart from tip no crowd, so with the dessert, with the appetizer, it's kind of many chicken crown, bone a broso. It's not making sure say if you circle back, say prepare your meal near the quadruman. The next one, wait before you buy. See adults learn to say no to themselves in order to gain something greater. Yes, we say impose by a name, Sani money now. We train kakra and san what because we train who ask questions. So do we me here me here? One of the tricks about those things, say me here, say me here, because the more I would dream or home or try some things I did here, me here, and say me here, will be one say, I did him say me here. It doesn't matter whether it's a friend is saying, a friend saying emotionally or whatever situation I will train. Because it takes wisdom and decision to be able to do those things. Making sure say we'll train kakra. You be a now the mechanical turn right away. Train kakra and son. Myself kakra. One of the year between there stop it impulse buying and buying to feel better. Those things, discipline yourself. Every be able to be and be making sure say you wait a little bit before you buy it. And it helps. And it works too. We'll train now beside ourselves say, do I really need this? I say another one class also because I say, if no one is watching, is this something that can? Because most of the things that we buy it because if you be a Toby, they say they make an it's just like that near Kwakoto. Be a Toby, be a Ubi, which is not smart at all. Yes, we the mechanics of Kwakotobi. That's another one. If you another one, see keeping up with the Joneses. That's a big one. Keeping up with the Joneses. The Joneses are broke. Keeping up with the Joneses. The Joneses can't do math. We all want to keep up with the Joneses. Hey, I can use a competition. We are broke. But near twice or near that's Tonyama. You see, when you think of a millionaire in America, say you think of big house, big cars or fancy cars, dressing good, all that. But steady show say average millionaire they have a 2,600 square feet house. So that means houses to say the team. Most of them are paid off. They use no new cars. They use slightly used cars. Paid off. Most millionaires. But what do we see or what do we think? It's the average millionaire buy jeans at Walmart. Make a take or jeans or Walmart. But I mean, sometimes you have to use wisdom. Right? But we see people with flashy cars, with big houses, and all that. All those people are called consumers. Consumers. See, study also shows that they can, and yet the money are making. There are a lot of people making a lot of money, but they are broke. You make a lot of money, but they are broke because they have a lot of payments. You see, a study shows that people that are millionaires, their career jobs are not the ones that are highly paid. Study, first 5. 1, engineers, people that do systems, engineers, almost systems, because to be able to do those things, a process you need to follow gradually. Number 2, accountants, also system processing, the same 3. Number 3, which is shocking, teachers. Only millionaires, you share the career, millionaires, teachers, they don't get paid much. But because gradually, this gradually, they stay away from debt. Once there. Number 4, lawyers. And number 5, managers. And the funny thing, the funny thing, just the thing that wasn't another shocking thing is that most of these people, household income, who are in their lifetime, only making 100,000 in a year. If you see the numbers, be changing. This study was done in 2018. Only making 100,000 in their lifetime, and so gradually, consistently putting money away, consistently saving, and staying away from debt. They're able to save. Momo net worth a rich million. They were able to save to pay off their houses. But yet, what do? We see the Joneses, because look, careers number one, they are not highly paid. The surgeons that makes like 300,000 or 400,000, they are not in the list. Doctors is about number 6 or something. Those, number 6. We know a lot of people that get paid higher than these people, and so only listing them. And yet, how much you make is the consistency of saving, putting money away, gradually do the call. Now, between follow the system. Now, we stay away from debt. You stay away from debt, especially debt. Because the study shows that all these people, most of them, they don't use credit card. Or use it quickly, pay off. They stay away from debt completely. Most of them make sure so go school with scholarships. No one carry debt credit in their life. And so when they say, if you say, "Ubi or America be a day also the car," Ubi or America be also use credit card, Ubi or America be also talk another loan, Ubi or America be also yes. We make sure some talk now quickly, pay it off, do everything as much, put money away gradually. There was another story about this guy, not Tony Birch. That guy, the same guy that I was talking about, Tony Birch, or a writer, author, or Troy, lactic factor on a Troy, automatic millionaire. So I say, a financial advisor, I advise people what to do and all that. It's one of the guys that they be advising. The guy is about 55. To one time when you're class we near na guys so be who say okay bra about be who na ban office din come and no so on area by say so he so bit me retire. I said this guy is okay. Well bro for your friend say so we share net card since I trust na or the pens be bra share in the pocket inside bro for type ni bi. So said utin say to say obi a utin say 54 there at least go didn't be an 60 something be or na 54 there. No so kai pass one guy na din komo and so nim say o make around o make match. Tell na 54 there or say we retire. I say okay. All right. Just no t-shirts I think the reason also supposed to be retire. Okay, so person the numbers near not okay and go through. No status or check. Me acquiring retirement was 900,000 so far. Or 2 houses paid off. The cars paid off. My friend Mark 3 through college, paying cash flow through college. Or another brokerage account, about 800. Just so checking in and the net worth is about 5 million. No stuff. Now we mean we make his KBR and discuss and no see same pattern because because last time we look at same now we make 50,000 say. And I say in the past now make say no. We make it the highest or make juma kakra. We can use any juma to finish and kran kumu kuswina. Na juma kakra and we make it into 4,000 to make it. That was one spec in a lifetime. Or make it 54,000. The highest of one kasapa make it 50,000. Asa. And within 20 years, I don't know. I say, what share must know. My financial advisor with it. With me at share me quite how fast so away as I do. Was that is what the same processor with ya. Among millionaires, they stay away from debt, they cash flow everything. They have emergency fund, they have budget. Kakra within 25-30 years. And they do so. By the if he say a bus Canadian, Scanini Ubia or Tedakasi, Scanini Ubia we use to flash car, Scanini Ubia Bocona, yes, ye Giginia money de qua. Only consumers. Only consume bibia because only a young run economy. Hey, or better no interest that so. Or better no interest that so because interest no so a kuni papa see any more interest no. Yeah. You know. Now doctors said they making surgery on the 300,000. The clubs 3 or join could be 10,000, be 40,000 Hong Kong. Or be $2 million house. I will pay 15,000 in a month. Those are example last time they buy we share to make it 350,000 will live on paycheck to paycheck. This is a current sum. Until see a big if you stay away from and try to keep you away from the Johnsons, and these are some of the break because she said near marketing kitty sometimes when tia say do a cell phone about will be able to change or see could be. Ne cell phone near the finance near the atoso 1,000 if you trade near 1,003 300 near the atoso. So go to cell phone 1,000 you're not ready for it. And your cell phone apart from house. Be to be a winter you are not ready for it. Also, train now, civil now, Koto. Ninas, honeymoon, now can see your emergency fund, the Yama to 2 years, a bit in because said you self Makoto. You see, the problem is at the Bibria, you say, dream of the scarcity, a dream of the payment you be making a month. Oh, we're saying 20,000. And your cranial send a metri a month. So, we shall be a 400 a month. Oh, send me take home pay 6,000. The refuse will share mortgage or so share rent. The home quality be a 2,000 something. Okotade for we say 3,000. I say, oh, betray 1,000, 150 more jack. Until payment be brave was a packet. By the time we realize not at the this can be 2 accounts nani na and American. In TSA, instead of say we pay yourself first, we can't even pay ourselves first. Because Kaka cried the Butuma was yet in the back feed between as I assume your home actually. You know, nice the BS a paycheck to paycheck, not a really near Kobasa, paycheck to paycheck, you move. Keeping up with the Joneses a killing. I quite remember some years should be guy back home, no friend, I make me ear can we are. Was it Tim and who chill yan? Can you feel Tim Kunyanko if you know be Jambane, then enough of the neighbors who the opposite to ye. I'm saying, when you're serious, because over it's now how I say to a point, say, I feel then be flu instead of so be torn out bed downsizing more. And no DNA I'll pay. Because you want to keep up with the Johnsons and I don't want to be more chill. What to too much of a house. Downsize. You see, the most powerful thing about I'm saying people don't realize is that when you start thinking about so if you don't drink it, people are what people think about you are. The freedom of your crown, the freedom.
Because people be promoting so be come once and so be show. Mostly, honestly, no, be on show. Jeff Bezos can do say, so person say, be show and bisa. Would the Juma man say, we call big city and also maybe New York, and that's all you DC and now bisa crana. Na anopa, John Shisa for Quajuma and I said break time. John Shisa Musiquano. Boom says, will be uncomfortable because will be busy and go back and forth. Yes, it be a wassemble, we can be an abisa, but be no do assemble kodai, or no be no dream. But yesterday, if it's a month for 300, we keeping up with the Joneses because me told when me jai basic. No, be a dream, Hosa, will be a found kodai. Yeah, a bad day be within a short time, will be a cabin, will be a con baby. The freedom of being a pie fee, start things and no, don't care about what people think about you. That's the freedom power, because you don't care. You see, what people say about you, Crown, you can't control that. What you think about you, that'll be to me control. Keeping up with the Joneses, all because, mostly because people are going to say this. And as I say, I'm starting, and then I'll say me finish with this. And I say, we you see into my nebia, yeah, the Biamica said to be financially success in this country, you have to be weird. You have to go against the norms. You have to go against the American culture that everything got to be loan, and that's everything got to be on payment. Now, you go no so there, and yet for the first time, what's that here? And yet, when I'm for Cromestro, because you don't want to use car payment also. To best start with the small car, be a beat up car. Because but you don't have to worry about that. Because in 5 years' time, you'll be using a paid off car. Normal still making payments. You see, I don't know. If you start doing things and not caring about what people will say about you or think about you, I see the freedom I'll be there because you don't care. You don't put some dream, your own dream. Their problem is not your problem. There's a book called says, what you think of me, it's not my problem, it's your problem. It's not my problem, it's your problem. Yeah. You should be the kind. What you think of me is it's not my problem, it's your problem. I don't care. When I will drink. As a matter of fact, people will cry and drinks her. Yeah, in what the new fees I'm for a canvas and I say I'm for shady away. Please. It's keeping up with the Joneses. Is killing another thing that is killing, like keeping up with the Joneses. It destroy our financial future. It's destroying our financial future because in team my save, in team my pay ourselves first, in team my emergency fund. It is a your whole tree is so big, downsize it. The right time will come for you to buy the bigger one again. But to the chance because the name to 2 years and you'll be crying because we save the name to 2 years near the Bibiana. And no, I didn't know because at that time, so broso. Then can see be forever say that thank to me no. To your home son. Then you move up. No move up beam to get your dream house. And you fit here now go to a dream house because you'll be the only way to me. Won't name the any financial situation here. Won't name saying you so on the third house or what on from equity to equity to equity to equity. So they will start here now go to big one na fee. Will be a bit now so keeping up with the Joneses and much and say average American millionaire doesn't live in a big house. They live in 2,600 square feet house, which is a normal house here at the United Team. They use no new car. They use slightly used paid off cars. They buy cars. Time they start buying cars, no crap, buy new cars. No, that's when they almost net worth 80 million and over. And most of them don't. Because study shows the average slightly used car is as dependable as a new car. Because they don't buy, especially when it comes to car, they don't buy things that goes down in value. You buy a car within 4 years, 60%, it's gone. Until we talk car, they pay 21,000 now. By 4 years, that car, and I said pay 25, that car was about 11,000. They don't invest on, they invest in things that appreciate Nema Kosru. Not too many mistake here because this is something that is killing our community. This is something that is killing my tribe. A kunye keeping up with the Joneses. Nema intimia no kwani Nema inti say utim say you cheer still. Many out hear me, but too much of a big house, downsize it. The rule of thumb is say utwa efia. We make sure say at least it's not going to be more than payment, monthly payments, any more than 25% of your take-home pay, which is the 10,000 a fee a month. I'm talking of your take-home 10,000 a fee a month, and it's a mortgage more than 2,500. As I bought too much of a house in the near future, we started at work for. We see if you are lose. Yeah, the minimum say a community in the if you need the better pants and need to buy a juma friend is a obey a juma sa we feel crown team in there. Another rule of thumb, auto car, make sure say it's no more than the car worth is no more than 50% of your income. We're making 100,000. It will be nipa be bree making 50,000, 50,000, 60,000, we use 40,000 car. It really doesn't make sense. But I enjoy this. I do the 3 months now. Because first of all, car is going down in value. We'll be making 40 in a car 50. Just a car crash and we'll making in a year. It doesn't make sense. It's killing us. Keeping up with the Joneses is killing us. It's destroying our financial future because so we can be fine. You have the money, you buy it up, it does food. Why it's killing us is niskana or yes idea. Yeah, who's can out toward yes, what toward you sika, what to tell you now to. Now I could talk on us idea to finance so. Yes, I finance and once I pay interest also. And a queen. A queen. So keeping up with the Joneses. See a checking man. The next one, increasing your standard of living, the same thing. Especially in your razor. Yeah, she's Canada that. It's kind of a DS and a reason a crab. Because he see a raise of maybe an extra bay, if I'm saying 2,400, but near calculate. Me, I could be a word 200 a month every month. You get a payment of 200. It is kind of gone. A cockra da. Increasing your standard of living. Buying things we cannot afford to impress people that they don't even like us. Now you try to impress you. They don't even like you. I didn't think you try to be impress you. Buying left and right. Say make an iPhone. A buyer need mechanic for what reason? iPhone $1,000. $1,000. If you can't buy $1,000 and buy cash, you are not ready for it. When you're ready, Uncle to iPhone what $300. You know, iPhones there. So we are no changing. You change it. New one be about now so could change. New one be about now so could change. You see, say if you try to stay away from this, you better hit your financial goals just like that. You better hit it before your plan class was here hit. No plan. And once say, yeah, you increment neighbor na and I see you change job near a sikano, a more a GAT change job your call 100. Before say yes sign contract no cry start age one. Let's just say 20 difference now better so. Gone. You have share you cry that and it's killing our financial future. You see what it is? Debt equals risk. More debt is equals to more risk. The more debt I want, the more risk I will weigh. Debt is a killer. It steals from us. We free to say or destroy. And a year to the point say, where's our intimidation? This is a what you said dominant. We just she and so because one helps you keep up with the Joneses, two, increase our standard of living in your fees will be kind of handsome and I say will be sharing it, we are still doing the same thing. You're much here. We need on the financial situation. When you cry now, you don't have to worry about on there. sabi betimi the more at yechi. Betimi live on budget. Betimi make sure that we have no debt. You need debt. You make sure say the emergency fund at yechi. Now see your house, I try to pay the house off. You the college fund. Betimi abua. You will be British and you will be broken my ya. Now see in this kadawa yana rehokra. Itimi Tony on never to see a topa near my ma edge lunkusku. I mean, one can toss and give it a cash flow almost school. Give it a cash flow almost school and say a talk at DB and listen here to need tria payment to unnecessary things. Because the fees will be kind and I say because we are keeping up with the Joneses. Now and so yeah ma ajilu no mukusku. A branch bit me a cash flow omunya payment bia. And you threw it into a house. Yes, I never knew Venus can be through into a house. You be a college fund. Amayama. Ni invested at least 15% of our take home of our income. That means you're making 100, 15%, 15,000. You invest into it. And then the woman yet me it's a bit to me I reach a financial goals and as a financial independence more quicker. And after that, we make sure say we give and give and give and give generously. Keeping up with the Joneses, increasing our financial standard of living. Increasing our standard of living is killing us. It's killing us. It's killing our community. Because I'm a kairi. The better way is finance. Everything goes on the finance. Everything goes on finance. Everything on finance is killing us. It's about time we have to stop doing those things. We have to be serious about finances. We have to make sure we are saving, paying ourselves first, putting more in our employee retirement fund. And whereby say Babe depend solely on Social Security. Then the mathematics of Social Security. It doesn't add up. By 2034, if the government don't do something about it, the government, which is if Oman come up with any planner, solely we can depend on the Social Security. I will see the Social Security no na plus. Yeah, the Social Security plus. And see, I yes, I name we. I make sure you stay away from here. The paycheck to paycheck, no. You believe paycheck to paycheck, nessa time be a paycheck to paycheck rat race. It doesn't matter how much we make. It doesn't matter how much we increase our income. And I said we get a raise because already in raise nebana you discount you did a core all the time. It's kind of a talk. All the money comes in, all the money goes out. I don't know why it all went. It is as in the BR. If you don't have a budget, if you don't have a plan, because kind of a talk and say, it's kind of doing some. Now, we see a crew of scaffold, but it's your money. Now, financial situation, we see a dark says, near the a dark thing it's an team. Because you didn't now come on or this payment or interest rates are the good to my. Meanwhile, to know, keep it in a sacrifice a year or 2 or 3. Now we stay away from keeping up with the Joneses, stay away from increasing our standard of living, preparing our own meal. You prepare your own meal, make sure say before you be sad decision, you better impulse buying now, you better train, you need your goals, you need the small tweak, you bet me a year kind of life for her, bet me a boy, but we don't do it. No crying when you're keeping up with the Joneses now, you make sure say increase it. We have to wait also to know their financial situation. Now, if you say, I can I did there because all the extra and say send them between a month. Oh, 400 much. 800, 400, 300, 600 will have her to make his capa a month, no, almost 10,000, 8,000, 10,000, 12,000. And still, it's kind of a ton accounts, man, or train for another paycheck. It's kind of a two accounts, man, because it hitting man and call or more diabetes in it's kind of hitting accounts, no, I train for the next one, the next paycheck. Did the piano said, would the whole paycheck be better? The piano paycheck be better. The BIA paycheck be better. Because payment in the doors, you move your wow TV payment, you won't your payment, you will just be especially a board rent sender say, and say one of your friends said, please, sir, book a idea would a kakra a friend say $200 no, or the man with your payment, some of the mabe just said, which have 700. Meanwhile, to know, Kawotobo within 3 months. And I within be 6 months, idea would triana says can I would card to talk on my cabinet to add in cash. We show interest on this, so it's about 1,000%. 1,000%. Near Koji TV, near Koji Nkunya, near Koji Way. Everything is about payment. Everything is about payment. And the beer, not so much less, near much. And here, next one. Not planning ahead. Most situations say go say no. I am planning ahead. Or some of the situation, especially I do what you say, Papa, say Christmas, say Christmas, but you better turn your mama for. And I say, yeah, starting Pakistan money could do time to do any quack let me be any hope, say fall into loans and credit cards. You know, your trains and you say you're needing that to credit cards. Because those kind of, even if we have budget, I'm planning for that, those things could blow budget up. But when you say DB Beba, to bet me start every month be $50 so they are told or budget in that time so last minute decisions. You pass how you will say, so you die, but you say, and you say, right away be a December, Christmas, Beba. You better try their movie, and I say, see this couple movie, and I say, see, you better train and you I'm the credit card, now the quack, now the quack money pan, and that's all the quack they will say. Last minute, and also another one. You know yourself, know your money. I will recommend that book, a very good book, a bit me up. I know sometimes need them, but with a little sacrifice, no. Yeah, dream say, imagine say my back so and you say credit and they and I say you say loan. Naka say Ghana I say kwa UK constrain now for MC ko. Think you will be there cheered it means you be share mama ko college abroad monji loan. You all know loan situations in the city. And they are YouTube borrow future. The secret dirty tricks are about student loan because they are YouTuber between they are October 17th, 8 p.m. You almost start and check with me. Borrowed future. And that's when you're crying borrowed future. Ubia Koshibi between a bois. Wow, baby call college and I saw no banyan among shibi. Beboa. With a little trick and I be sad. So I dream now, you dream this anime between your bim. Nina said, sacrificing a sacrifice kakra. Anyway, between taking control of your financial situation. It's you be a while between taking control of it. James said, yeah, in a baby, and Tibako, the affirmation of the week. Affirmation of the week. You see, affirmation of the week. This week is an opportunity to learn and grow. This week is an opportunity to learn and grow. It's an opportunity for us to learn and grow. This week is an opportunity to learn and grow. See, this week, this affirmation of the week, this week is an opportunity to learn and grow. This week
It's an opportunity to learn and grow. Yo, yeah, run it through quick now. Yemfa and brave, yeah. And the topic was 4 money habit to break, how to change your spending habits. 4 money to break, how to change your spending habits. We said, form, it's a money habit a form, you know, the things are you see from Corabrim, and it's any money now, the way we are wired, personally, and even though we know we are not there, we now move back home, be at the CSE and also still to a difference. Any money now come home. Media and culture, media, you blow your phones, it's over phone for maybe a company be episode 20. So any money the way is secrecy for me, any culture, people around us, no more, see, Nessa money now to see it look good. And so you can the 5 habits are you will see breaking on and no spending without a plan, any budget, or I'll say a budget on purpose, on paper, every month. Every month here you pay for convenience. Say na hey you'll be up say or ne do not now about good, but say if it's costing you too much, then you need to start thinking otherwise. Spending without keeping track. Yes. Yeah, toy to say and shakra do a subscription you will be the same thing you use the same thing you use your 4-5 the same thing. Hey. And I say BBA you should be in that's fear because you can keep track. Impulse buying in any city is killing us. Almost 2,001 every year. Impulse buying, average American. Hey, spending to feel better, and it's the same thing. Just like impulse buying, emotional spending. You know, spending. You know, when does it stop? When does it stop? It's almost during pandemic. Right, it was worse. 45% of Americans were doing that. You know, you say how to break bad spending. When better it me a breaky with a little trick near the neighborhood. We have to stay on budget. Or stay on budget, you know, budget ABB here. Say and stay on budget, we can save. They'll say making sure so we pay ourselves first. Poor people pay everyone else and pay themselves last. By the time in drums on we pay ourselves, no, next canasa. Rich people or wealthy people pay themselves first. How do you do that? Say if you are doing it, your friends or your employee sponsored retirement planner, you put the money in first. So money be crying out, bit my IRA. The same moment you can add in now more IRA form maybe or you can the same thing. You can put in money all the time gradually to get you the same. All this I'm saying I apply everywhere. The same thing everywhere. You spend it like a friend saying like Congress. You have a plan beyond to so. You know, all this you make sure say meal plan you buy you try to see a share and you're talking. You keep up with the Joneses now you increase here. Now last make I say know yourself, know your money. Book me recommend the amount. It's gonna help you our this side financially. You know, I bend it, but the BND I'm catch you say you make sure say you spend it wisely. You invest intentionally. Investing, you have to invest intentionally. You invest intentionally and give generously. You have to give. Giving is part of success. People don't know that, but giving is part of success. Give generously. But in now, I want to tell you, yeah, work around and never and quit better what me I could give you. Hey, but I'll give you so a wow, the more you give, the more you get. But you know, spend wisely, invest intentionally, and give. Yes. You know, yeah, the commercial break into so one team can be my peace. Your boy, Patrik Berfi, High Life Radio, and our team, Sikasem program, any other brown.